yoga, the yoking together of mind and body. A celebration of the spirit that animates humankind and harbinger of physical vigor, mental serenity and spiritual radiance. Born at least 5,000 years ago in pre-Vedic times in India, yoga had transcended its origins and become a global byword for wellness and harmonious synthesis of mind, spirit and nature. Yoga incarnates itself in many schools and practices. Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga being the most popular. This quintessential Indian holistic discipline has now traveled across borders and become a truly global phenomenon which has been eagerly embraced all over the world, cutting across continents. From Cairo to Chicago and Nagpur to New York, Tokyo to Moscow, Sao Paulo to Singapore, and Addis Ababa to Tashkent, yoga has found ardent practitioners and devotees everywhere.
When I go to the West, I find that, say in a big cities like New York or Toronto, after every few meters you will find one of the other yoga studios. It is becoming very, very popular. Yoga is a way of life. Yoga means discipline, right? Yoga disciplines oneself. The asanas, this disciplines the mind, the body, and the pranayama which we do and which is done in yoga is disciplines the breathing, and the meditation, it controls or disciplines the mind. So now the Western people especially, they have become more materialistic, so they need the peace of mind.
Yoga's emergence as a global brand and the most visible symbol of India's soft power is a work in progress. Ordinary people and celebrities around the world, including Bollywood and Hollywood stars, have taken to yoga in a big way, giving a touch of glamour to the ancient Indian practice. In a world bristling with mania, madness, mayhem, and mental tensions of various kinds, yoga takes you to a realm of mental calm and spiritual quiet.
My name is Ana. I am from Mexico City. No, I started practicing in India, here itself. Yeah, every time I go to Mexico, I notice that people are more interested. They always ask me, because I know I live in India. So they tell me how is it there, and I've seen many studios, new studios, and more people interested.
I'm from Ethiopia. It helped me a lot to understand myself more and to learn more deeper about others also. So when there is understanding, then the mind is also calm.
It was therefore a cause of rejoicing and celebrations, not just in India, but among yoga lovers all over the world, when the United Nations declared the International Day of Yoga, which will now be observed every year on June 21. In India, the news predictably triggered a wave of jubilation.
My name is Smita Agarwal, and I've been practicing yoga for the last 7 years, maybe a little more than that. I heard the speech Modi ji delivered on that context, and I was very happy to hear that 21st June has been declared as the International Yoga Day. And I feel it will reduce the tensions amongst the countries, and it will help India emerge more stronger.
For India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a dedicated practitioner of yoga and a firm believer in its redemptive powers, it was a moment of justifiable pride. Elated, he tweeted, "Have no words to describe my joy on the UN declaring 21st June as International Day of Yoga. I fully welcome the decision." Prime Minister Modi had proposed the idea of an International Yoga Day in his maiden address at the UN General Assembly on September 27. In his speech, he had eloquently argued how yoga is essential for sustainable living and creating a harmonious world order.
Specifically,
हमारी पुरातन पारंपरिक
yoga
अमूल्य देन है.
is a invaluable contribution of our
व शरीर,
country, of our
विचार
tradition.
व कर्म
Yoga
संयम
our heart, our
व उपलब्धि
body,
की
our ideology,
एकात्मता का
our actions,
तथा मानव
everything
व
is a
प्रकृति के बीच
part of our country.
सामंजस्य का
And in order
मूर्त
to,
रूप
it's
है.
The declaration of the International Day of Yoga is also a tribute to the vigor and agility of Indian diplomacy and the Ministry of External Affairs, which moved at lightning speed to translate the dream of a Yoga Day into reality. This truly fast-tracked diplomacy, as the 69th session of the UN General Assembly unanimously adopted the resolution barely 75 days after the pioneering idea was proposed by Prime Minister Modi. The global support was overwhelming, with 177 countries co-sponsoring the resolution for the Yoga Day.
अध्यक्ष जी, ये भारतीय कूटनीति की विजय है कि सह प्रायोजकों की सूची इतनी लंबी है। अध्यक्ष जी, मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि सभी क्षेत्रों से मिला व्यापक समर्थन हमें दो चीजें दर्शाता है। पहला, ये इस बात का प्रतिबिंब है कि भारतीय संस्कृति की समृद्ध धरोहर, विशेषकर योग के प्रति विश्वव्यापी रुझान है। हालांकि हम सभी योगी नहीं बन सकते, लेकिन योग को अपनी दिनचर्या में शामिल कर हम तन और मन के बीच एकात्मता तथा प्रकृति के साथ तादात्म्य स्थापित कर सकते हैं।
Yoga's unrelenting global journey has now crossed a new milestone. Harmony of mind, spirit and nature is what the world needs, and yoga looks set to spread its luminous glow across hemispheres and continents.